Hey guys, the Commander Casual here, playing our Atraxa Exalted Voltron deck. We mulliganed into this hand with the tunnel lands after having only like two, and we're super content with that. So we're gonna lead off a Temple Enlightenment and Scry, and yeah, we'll keep Cooling Grounds. Why not? We got lots of land, so. And we're gonna F8. So we're playing against Gonti, Lord of Luxury. So he's a 2/3 Death Toucher. When you play him, you basically get to exile the top, or you have to look at the top 4 cards of an opponent's library, and then you get to exile one, and then you can cast that card in exile, and you can pay mana of any color to play it. So this is usually kind of a cool mono black value deck that focuses on playing other people's stuff, which is kind of neat. Ephara, God of the Polis, lets you draw cards at the beginning of the next at the beginning of the next upkeep if a creature entered your side of the battlefield that turn, or the turn previous. So usually like a lot of blue-white kind of dorks or tokens, and then Admiral Becket Brass, which is the new pirate legendary for Mixalon, and it looks like they're staying true to the pirate tribal. Admiral Becket Brass lets you, it pumps your pirates, and then also lets you take things if you deal damage with, I think it's 3 pirates, 3 or more pirates. Yeah. We're going to play this command tower, and we're going to run out our first exalted creature, Knight of Infamy. And then we're going to pass turn, because we're already F8'd. Question is, we could Temple of Plenty next turn and Stoneforge Mystic and search for a thing. And then the turn after that, we could play a sword with Stoneforge Mystic's ability and equip it, because we've also got this sword. And then we could get like a Feast and Famine attack. Oh, did this guy concede? Seriously? Well, I'm actually super chapped about this guy doing that. I started my recording and then waited like 3 minutes for him to do nothing. It also, like, the game took a long time to start, and I think it's just because this guy's got like terrible connection. Like, he even said good luck, have fun. So yeah, I understand that not everybody has the greatest connection, but it's still frustrating. So we should Mystic before we Plenty. We're gonna do that, and I think we are, because there's no point in scrying and then shuffling our library. Yes, we need Stoneforge Mystic's ability. And yeah, I think we're gonna grab Sword of Feast of Famine. Yeah, so this is the equipment of the deck. We're running all the swords, including Sword of the Animus and Sword of Vengeance, and then Swiftfoot Boots, Lightning Greaves, and Champion's Helm. I think we're gonna take Feast of Famine though, because then we can do a bunch of stuff next turn, and then we can also play out Atraxa afterwards. So do we keep? Yeah, we'll keep Rock's Charger. Oh right, can attack. Let's attack this pirate player. What's up with my connection? It's not as good as it usually is. It's just weird. Well, maybe somebody else in my house is using up all my bandwidth. Show me what you got. Oh, there's playing Ephara. That's okay. So we can get beats in on this guy next turn if this guy decides to stay in block. Because I think this is on combat damage. Oh, we also have Bear Umbra. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'd rather save that for Atraxa though, because of the totem armor. Well, we're gonna have a rip roaring good start. And you heard me. I said rip roaring. Grieve up your Sirens, yep. And then attack. Or can't declare blockers because it's a flyer. No target spell or ability that targets your creature you control. Okay. All the swords are equipped too, right? Yeah. This one. Yeah, what's up with my connection? I hope this still looks good in the video. It should. I think we're gonna attack this guy. So it's gonna turn into a 5/3, and then he's gonna have to discard a card, and we untap our lands. I suppose we could play. We're just gonna play Atraxa, because then we can start beating in with our next turn. And we could play and equip another sword, or play Dueling Grounds, or Bear Umbra, or Rock Charger. It's just deciding what to discard. Yeah. Feel the wrath of my swords. How many hands does Atraxa have? Oh my god, connection. There we go. She's got 4. She's got 4 hands to hold 4 swords. It's a good thing there's like 7 of them in her deck. Cast. Targeting me. You have a dude. Also, it's kind of a 50-50 right now. Let's tap correctly. There we go. And play Atraxa. We don't have anything to proliferate, which is okay. Wow, he's just conceding. Okay. I mean, yeah, sometimes it just kind of happens. I mean, we rolled out pretty hard. So, still, I think that's kind of dumb. You never know what's going to happen in Commander in games like this, especially when you have tons of players. I really hate it when people concede early. It's just kind of lame to me, but God of Fairies. So he's got a blocker. And we can't give it protection from blue. We can give it protection from every other color. And unfortunately, Atraxa doesn't have trample. It's probably got lots of flash cards in here and stuff like that. I'm gonna re-equip this onto Atraxa. We'll just attack and gain a bunch of life this turn. We're okay with that. Dueling Grounds. No more than one creature can attack each combat. No more than one creature can block each combat. This totally works for our strategy because we do tons of Exalted and swinging with one dude. This dude. If you can call Atraxa a dude. And it'll get an Exalted trigger from Knight of Infamy as well, which is awesome. I mean, if he lets this through for whatever reason, money, we play an Equipped Sword or do Bear Umber or something. So I guess we could go wide just to try and get in extra damage, but I'm not really concerned about that. Yar! Get him. Get him. Get him. Maybe it would have been smarter to use War and Peace so that we're out of, or we have protection from white, because this guy could have like removal up. That probably would have been the smarter play. He's paying something, so yeah. We blundered. Probably. Yeah, Pale from Reality. So he's just gonna put it into our hands. That's okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to just sort of War and Peace next turn, and then equip up Knight of Infamy and just go for it. Because then if we get in, we can play Atraxa anyway. And I mean, Atraxa wouldn't have Vigilance. There's no point. Or sorry, Haste. So there's no point in playing it pre-combat. No, he's got the cloud back. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just get to hammering in at him. This card might be more beneficial to him just because he can put a dork down until we get some trample going. So maybe we play the Rocks Charger next turn, so that we can start actually getting in for damage. So we'll equip up Knight. Do we play the Charger now? Sure. Guess it'll give this guy an extra Exalted trigger, and then next turn we can start attacking with him, and he can't profitably block. I mean, he's kind of just stalling right now as is, but the longer he keeps doing this, playing... is he going to counter it? Venzer. Okay. Well, we forced him to play it at least. So he's not going to take the damage here because he probably won't want to discard a card and let me untap my lands. So at least we get rid of a blocker of his. I feel like he's probably got a lot of these type of effects though. So he can put Venzer back in his hand and then abuse casting him again and again. Oh, the nice thing about it is it's like a remand, so we don't lose the card. Better than him, like, well, I don't know if it's better, but at least it didn't like render us silent or something. I got rendered silent in a different game I played, like late game. That card, I mean, it didn't make that much of a difference because I had like a really, really heavy advantage with a different deck. But render silent can actually be so big late game, like especially because it is a blue card, so you're likely to be running it with stuff like Cyclonic Rift or River's Rebuke or whatever. Because you basically bounce everybody's stuff, and then whoever's like the main threat player, as they go to play the first thing, you render silent, and so it's countered, and then like it gets like completely ruined from there because then they can't cast anything after that. So do we sword and attack? Yeah, I want to do that. Sword. Sword. So we at least have the protection from white. And if for whatever reason we did get in for damage, then we'd get more effect out of it. Attack. Although he's probably got some like Peel from Reality type of effect. We're always going to yield to our Exalted trigger. Yeah, show me your thing. Be really funny if it was a white card and you didn't realize that it had protection. Spell Stutter. Spell Stutter Sprite. Battlefield counter target spell with converted mana cost extra less for X number of fairies you control. Okay, so I didn't play a 1-drop, so he can do that, but he wants to chump with it. That's understandable. We left this mana up in case he bounced the Knight of Infamy. That's why I didn't play the Kasali Pride Mage pre. Because my thinking was, we attack with the Knight. If he bounces it, we replay the Knight. If he doesn't, or if they did, we could play the Pride Mage instead. And if he just doesn't do anything, we play the Pride Mage anyway. The annoying thing about him being able to do this is he's keeping his engine going. He just gets to draw more cards. Does he have a counter? Disappearing Act. Return a permanent you control. Counter target spell. Okay. Oh, I guess he couldn't counter my sword because of how I cheated it into play. That's probably what he wanted to counter. This guy's got a cool deck. It's an interesting control deck that keeps the... Like, it's obviously doing a lot better one-on-one right now because it's more of a tempo game now. But I think it's super cool that it kind of abuses... I understand why Ephara is the commander, because it keeps the engine going. Usually that's the thing, is if you run a bunch of counter spells, you eventually kind of run out of steam, and you can't do anything. Raul took my family from me back then. I'd do anything to face him now. Raul's cool. Stonehorn Dignitary. Okay, so we don't get to attack, because I'm assuming he has the ability. That's okay, we'll just rebuild. You could Dune Blast. That doesn't seem worth it right now. It doesn't have flying, so we're going to play Atraxa. And let's see if he does a thing here. And we're going to move a sword over. Because why the hell not? And then this way, if he bounces one of our things, we still have an equipped thing. Yes, he's probably going to bounce Atraxa here. What did he do? Oh, he just activated his elixir. Okay. We don't have anything to proliferate. That's okay. Done. We're totally Dune. I thought this was going to be a super short recording, and it'll still probably be fairly short, but good thing it's not crazy short. We might not even go for the Exalted attack, because we only have one Exalted dude anyway. We might just attack with both next turn. Oh, we can't. Never mind. Dueling Grounds. Why do we play Dueling Grounds? We're a fool. Foolish fool. Fumigate, okay. We're not too upset about that. Could play these two. I think we're gonna do that. So then if he bounces, well, if he plays a blocker, we can still get it for some damage. Is what me thinks about that. Because if we play Atraxa and he just blows it up or bounces it again, I'm going to be chapped. So, because this is just kind of how tempo decks work. We can also Bear Umbra or Rocks Charger next turn, or just give it Sword of Feast and Famine. Heliod. Makes sense. He can't play a Dork, so... We could Rex Edge's Signet. That doesn't seem that good though. Okay, so if we equip here, we don't get to Atraxa unless we deal combat damage. Yeah, so we might as well just equip both and attack. Can Rex Sage post combat if we want. If we do actually get damage in, then we can Atraxa. I'm not optimistic about getting damage in though. I feel like he's still got something up. He's got 7 cards in hand, so he's gonna get 2 Exalted triggers. Yeah, we're gonna always yield. And always yield. I don't know what's up with my computer or my internet being super slow. I'm not a fan. It's annoying. I mean, it's not like a big deal, but it's just, as I said, kind of annoying. Go, Rocks Charger. You Rhino Soldier, you. Momentum is a great ally. Oh, do we actually get in for damage here? Awesome. Nice. So what do we gain life and deal damage? That's the one that does. And he discards a card, and we should use. We should always use those triggers. Yeah, we get to untap our land, so we can play Atraxa as well. Always yield. Discards a dig through time. Sweet. Black and... oh, I guess we have to pay 2 more. Blue. Atraxa. And pass. Yep, proliferate. And we're not gonna... we have nothing to proliferate. Done. Terminus, yep. Wait, this isn't going on the bottom of my library, is it? Okay. Opponent, I swear to God. Oh, we're gonna Rex Sage here. Blow up their Signet. Put him a little lower on mana. Yes, we're gonna use Rex Sage's ability. And sword up, Rex Sage. This is your job now. I don't. Okay, come on. Can't even type properly. Deck is controlling enough. Sarcasm. Oh, just these. Excuse me, guys. Go to combat. Oh, I should have tried to play Atraxa first. Because it doesn't really matter. Get him. Oh, look. A thing. I love if he bounces this, we can just play it and destroy his Soul Ring again. Or sorry, not his Soul Ring again, but destroy his Soul Ring. Oh, right, there's the Venser. We're just going to always yield to that because this is going to happen a lot. I foresee it. Blow up Soaring. Yes, we're gonna use the ability. Well, looks like your internet's better now. Oh, it's much better now. That's nice. Things are looking up, team. Never mind. That land took too long to tap. I don't like it. Skull Clamp. So he's just gonna block and draw next turn. Rafik. He does stuff. Well, shall we? Bait out whatever he's hiding. Really wouldn't mind like a Rancor or something. Here's a counter. Flashflying Exploit. Exploits a creature counter target spell. Okay. So he's gonna exploit his Venser, draw 2 cards. Yuck. It's cool art. Yeah. So then we're gonna play our sword, equip it, and attack, so we'll get to at least ramp a land and get rid of this thing. And Venser's dead now, which is nice. I guess he can Skull Clamp this thing next turn if he wants, but he'll probably block here. Oh, this deck is so not great to play against one-on-one. If he has something else up with that last man, I'm going to be upset. Attack, so we get our Sword of the Animus trigger. Always sealed, and yes. We'll grab an island. He's gonna block. No way. What a completely unforeseen event. Yeah, now he gets to draw a card on his next upkeep too. This is frustrating. Bring it home, Rexage. We somehow played out a bunch of things we could do in Blast, but nice thing is this chooses a creature too. You don't target a creature, so we can still use it on this guy despite the fact that he has protection from almost everything except blue. He has protection from white, doesn't he? He's gonna exile a sword, I guess. I don't know if he realized that he was pro-white. So what are you choosing? Go ahead and choose our dueling grounds. Don't care about that anymore. Doubt he'll get rid of our Sword of the Animus. We'll probably get rid of War and Peace or Feast and Famine. It's probably like, oh crap, I can't target the creature. Why can't I target the creature? What's your plan, mate? If he gets rid of Feast and Famine, it's not really that bad for us. We can just bear Umbra if we want. Getting rid of, yeah, he wants to get rid of the pro-white. But I feel like he probably meant to do it on the actual creature, and then was like, oh crap. It has pro-white. Poor sword. I can hear that he played a thing of Catcher's Monument. Of course we went and got a island instead of a swamp. It's okay, we can go to swamp on the damage. 3 game of commander ever. What? Oh, 3rd game ever. Oh my god. What's up with my connection? It's terrible. Why can't I play Bear Umbra? Oh, he has protection from green, right. I was gonna be like, sorry connection, that's not your fault, but it's still terrible. It's frustrating. Probably should have played Atraxa first there. That was dumb. Or tried to play Atraxa first. Grab a swamp. This deck makes me want to do everything post-combat, so I keep forgetting about the playing stuff pre-combat so that we can untap and play more stuff. So we actually get in for damage for once. We don't have anything we can do at instant speed, so... I thought we already always yielded to Feast and Famine, but whatever. Okay, so we get in for some damage. They discard a card. Zarya's Guild Gates. Yeah, not too harrowing, but at least they don't have it now. And play Nephirox now. Nephirox. And again, if I tapped well, I could have Bear Umbered next Nephirox, but I'm frustrated, and so I just try things. Okay, great. I just find that people like are like, oh, I'm new to Commander, so I don't really like. Oh, I don't, like they almost say it like they want a buffer if they're on like the back foot or they're losing, and it's like, it's just Magic. Like, there's a couple interactions that are like, that's not something I would have thought about because there's multiple players, but this is just one-on-one Magic right now, so it like the fact that it's Commander doesn't really mean that much. It's essentially like doing like a cube draft, but with 100 cards in your deck instead of 40. Legion's Landing. Yeah. So I think we just equip Nephirox and Toon Blast, because it'll kill these two and it'll put those two offline, I believe. Kill those 3. I'm just trying to be 1, 2, 3, 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we get another one when we attack. So we can equip at least the Sword of Feast and Famine. Yeah, we don't get to choose which player or which card he sacrifices, so I'm gonna Dune Blast. It sounds like it works for me. Alright, guy, let's see what you do your thing. You're still leaving mana up, though, which is a pain in the ass. Sorry, guys, I'm still on the tail end of being sick. And only attack with one. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let that through. Oh, cool. Get out of here, sword. That's super annoying. Get off my freaking lands. It's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Dune Blast. This doesn't resolve, we just attack with Nephirox. He sacks that dork and then blocks with Cloud Blazer. Yep, it's a Dune Blast. Are you gonna counter it or not? I'm gonna play our Cigar Disease here. As well. Might as well. Cast our auras as though they had flash. And then if we actually do get in for damage, we can untap Atraxa. Hopefully this guy's actually hasn't even used that many counter spells. He's just reused the same cards. It's just frustrating. Oh, and he Elixir of Immortality to his library earlier. So he has more stuff in the works. It's just frustrating. This guy's playing a very tempo control heavy deck, which makes sense if he's fairly new to Commander, just because he'll be used to playing about tempo and control, but that's it's working for him because we're in one-on-one, but I feel like it probably wouldn't if we were playing with a ton of people. What's the holdup? The hubbub. It's not like he has to pick anything. I don't know, maybe he got up to pee or something. It happens. People pee. This is a cool art. The Abzan turned to this spell only as a last resort, for its inevitable result is what they most dread, to be alone. No, they're lonely. No flavor text on the gods. All the Aether charts in the world can't compete with the trained eye of a talented scout. Got it. Cool. Cool token. Legion's Landing and Adonto, the first fort. Wait, creature spells you cast. The worthy shall respect the worthy. In the afterlife, all will stand united. Dude. You there? Kinda getting a little bored. That might sound rude, and it really is a little bit, but I don't know. I don't find playing a lot of counter magic in Commander is very fun. Like, to be on the either end of. So you just kind of sit there and it's like, you don't get to play anything, but because I didn't play anything so I could leave my mana up, I also didn't play anything. Ha. Ha ha ha. No one gets to play anything. Got him. You're just kind of like, well, alright, I guess. That, whatever floats your goat, I guess. I also really like it when my opponents respond to triggers and don't make me wait for like 5 minutes. That has been 5 minutes because we cast Dune Blast at 10:43 a.m. and it is now 10:48 a.m. Just gonna fill the void with me talking, because I know you guys love that. Come on, opponent. Don't make this recording either suck or not be worth posting. Well, that's pretty disappointing. So wait like 2 more minutes and then I'm kind of done with this if he's not going to respond. Delicious water. I drink a ton of carbonated water because I don't like drinking just flat water. I'm not going to say I don't. I drink a ton of it, but yep, just still sitting here, not doing anything. Maybe this is part of his strategy. Maybe he's like, because he's new to Commander, he's just all about the win. So he's like, I'm just going to wait for a really long time. Maybe he'll concede. Oh, he responded with a counter spell. Thanks for boring me. Sorry. Can you give a reason, or are you just negligent? Fire alarm. Okay. Stuff happens. I get that. Yeah, so I guess we just still attack with Nephirox. Yeah, so he gets it. It's +1/+1, and then he has to sack a creature and then block with Cloud Blazer, which will put his gods offline. If this flips into a Danto, does it still give him the devotion? I'm curious. We'll see. Actually, no, we won't see because he won't be able to flip it. Oh, did he sack the Cloud Blazer? It's weird. Ups. Does he mean UPS? Like, as in his fire alarm went off and he had a delivery? It's quite coincidental. And so we cast Atraxa for 1 billion. Boom. Oops. And we'll equip her with a sword. And we'll pass the turn. Yeah, don't have anything to proliferate. I don't like playing Infect. I'm going to preference what I'm going to say after that by saying that I really don't like Infect, especially in Commander. But this guy makes me wish I was playing Infect, because then I could just be proliferating him out. Sacred Mesa. Great. Infinity Pegasi. Can we just end Revelark? Yeah. That's why he let the Cloud Blazer die, so he could Revelark it back. This game. Yeah, sure, we'll block. Let's get off my nose. Great. A land. Put Bear Umbra on Atraxa. Oh, I can't, right? Wait, no, I can. Can you just work, game? Is that okay? You have to ruin my recording like this? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm getting a little whiny. Wait, is this gonna make the... Let's make sword fall off? We're gonna undo that. Or enchantment fall off. We're just gonna go to combat. And gain a hunk of life. If this actually goes through. I'm getting more and more bitter about this game as it goes on. I'm gonna put that trigger on first so it untaps the land we go and get with Sword of the Animist. Yeah, there we go. We know things about stuff. Yeah, you're gonna make a Pegasus. We're gonna grab a Plains, I guess. Always yield. And always yield. And go for damage. Roll for hit. I rolled a 2. Does he not realize how this works then? Or is he just going to pump out Pegasi in his next upkeep? I was expecting him to block with the Revelark. Might as well leave our mana up. This game is riveting. Yeah, he's gonna do it in response, so he doesn't have to sack his Sacred Mesa. Yeah, I don't really know how we like win, honestly, without getting like a trample on our Atraxa. I don't know. Depends on what we draw. He doesn't really have a point to attack because he won't get through. So hey, we drew a land. Nice. I think we just attack with Nephirox here, start making him sacrifice stuff, and then also make him block stuff. Oh, I should have equipped the sword. Whatever. It's so hard to play like optimally when you know it. Oh, sorry, optimally I say with air quotes. When you know there's just like it doesn't matter. Not really. least we can make him sack a thing this way and then also block with something. Sacks a warrior. Yep, Pegasus. There's lots of things we could draw that would help us deal with the situation. We draw like an acidic slime, we can destroy the sacred mesa, we draw something that gives us protection from, well, we lost our protection from White Sword. I guess Light and Shadow would let us get in as well. That'd be great. Rancor, even, we need some trample as well, that would help us. It's a whole lot of stuff. It would do a whole lot for us. This guy's got a skull clamp, so he can just equip up his little dorks and draw more cards. I feel like he's probably pretty proud of his deck. And not that he should be, like, it's functioning really well in one-on-one. It's just really boring. Sorry, I know that everybody's allowed to play whatever kind of Magic they want in this, like, super control-heavy... Like, I'm not against playing control. And I'm not against playing counterspells necessarily. I just find that, like, in this kind of, like, dirtily deck, like, how does he win? Like, do we just eventually get bored and tilted and concede, or is that a satisfying win? I guess it is on some occasions, but... Or he could just be, like, unable to get past what we have out, and he does actually have, like, a win condition, which is literally just to, like, go wide with dorks, but... Yeah, so there goes Atraxa, or Nephirox. And there's more dorks for him, and more things for to abuse by bouncing to his hand. We'd really like to draw our Sword of Light and Shadow. Targeting Atraxa. Yep. Who's our Bear Umbra? We have more mana than we can shake a stick at anyway, so... Oh, we can't play it next turn, isn't that how this works? Oh, now the duelist thing's gone, so... I guess that's his win then, eventually. He's just gonna out-dirtle us, because he's got vigilance on all of his things as well. Well, control matchup came back. It's kind of frustrating. Danto flips. Or sorry, Legion's Landing flips to a Danto. Yeah, we can't block. Yep. And we draw planes. Figures. That's okay. That's just how games go. I suppose it's our fault for not running enough card draw, or I guess pro blue or something. I don't know. Right, we can't play. That creature's owner can't cast spells with the same name as that creature until your next turn. Okay, yeah, so we can't cast it. So I guess we attack. Go get a land, thin our deck out a little bit. You grab a island, I guess. And he gets his Exalted trigger. Then the guy has to sack a thing. Which doesn't really mean much when you can pump out like 2 Pegasi. Which I'm assuming is what he does. Issue 2 is he can also block with Revelark and just get stuff from his graveyard back. Can get a Venser back and bounce our Nephirox. But why do that when you can just block with a single Pegasi? Pegasus, I suppose. That's the singular. Yeah, sorry about the sniffling, guys. I'm still working off the sickness. This was supposed to be a short recording, but it's just been such a long game. It's been a slog. Sacred Mesa trigger. He's gonna sack a Pegasus, and he gets to draw a card. Nick those. Yeah, he's just gonna attack with everything. Yep. Take a bunch of damage. And I hope I feel like we'll draw a land. Just because that's how this game's gone. That sounds about right that we draw a land. Seems fair. This is devotion to white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can actually profitably tap Nykthos. Like, I guess he breaks even if he does it for blue. Champions home. Great. We're going to always yield, and we're going to hit yes here. Equip him up with Champion's Helm. Doesn't matter, 'cause he's going to Cloud Shift Revel Arc anyway. I was going to concede. I'm generally like against doing that, so I suppose I should stick it out and let him actually have the win. But he brings back Venzer here, I'm sure. Yeah, we're just going to concede. Well, GG. X, great. Especially 1v1. There's, damn, I thought we had this wrapped up like way earlier in the game. That's fine, whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been the Commander Casual.